Ryan, what were your emotions like leading up to today's game, and how do you feel you stacked up?
I mean, obviously my first start, I was nervous, I was excited, but I mean, credit to my coaches. We prepared just really hard this week, and I know I put in a lot of work in the film room and in practice, and so I think we were ready to go out.
When did you know you were going to start?
I knew by probably Sunday this week, so going into the week.
Ryan, what does this do for your confidence going into next year? So having a game like this and you can go out.
Yeah, I mean, it builds my confidence for sure. Obviously, I have a lot more football to play in my career, so builds confidence, and yeah.
How should the play, the trick play when Jimmy throws to Dylan, did that kind of get you guys going a little bit today?
Absolutely. I think it
10-0 at that time.
gave us some good energy, gave the team some life, and we were in it the whole time. So
Shane, what are your emotions right now, just finally this season?
I mean, it's been a long season for sure. It's been a long one, but I think every game we fought hard. I think that's kind of been the story. We always make a mistake here or there. Kind of end up going the other way. But at the end of the day, we play hard. I mean, you can always build off that. For next season and on, and just really building that foundation from this first year.
Hate to ask you this now, but we're not going to get a chance to see you. Are you planning on returning next year?
Still trying to figure it out, to be honest. Definitely leaning towards it, but I'm not sure. Definitely going to take this off season, this time to figure that out.
Ryan, how did you feel about the way your offensive line played in front of you?
oh, they played amazing. I mean, I don't feel like I got touched the whole game. So I mean, obviously we've had some ups and downs throughout the year, and we even had an injury. Bam, our center, gets hurt early on. So and they played such an amazing game. Again, I didn't get hit, I didn't get touched. So credit to them.
Ryan, how much did Shador help you? How much did Shador help you this week?
A lot. Shador was a huge help. I mean, just confidence and helping me see things, helping me prepare with things. I mean, he's just been amazing for me. So a great guy for not only me to watch throughout the whole year, but this week in particular, he's helped me out a lot.
Shane, you've been a leader of this defense this whole season. What have you learned about your game and just leading this group?
I think we've come a long way since those first few weeks. I mean, obviously with those first few weeks we won. We were high. I think going to Oregon, USC, faced a lot of difficulty, especially at that Stanford game. I think taking that bye week and those practices and after that, I think we learned a lot, just how much better we could be and how much better we need to be. So I think this season was definitely a lot of growing. But I think, as we saw towards the end of this game and then many games this season, I mean, we play hard every single game, every single snap, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation is, and then just continuing to build off that. And that's credit to Coach Kelly, Coach Sal, Coach Williams, all those guys, and then also the players, how hard we play and how hard we work to be better.
Maybe this isn't as many wins as you guys wanted at the end of the season, but Shane, do you feel like you got the most out of your opportunity here at Colorado?
Yeah, I would say so for sure. I mean, this has definitely been an interesting season. All around, all the cameras, all the media, the way the season went. I don't think any of us expect to go how it goes, but I mean, everything you can learn off of, everything you build off of. So I think after this season, I think a great foundation was built. I mean, this is the first of something that's going to be great. I know for sure. So just excited to see what it turns into and what it becomes.
Ryan, for the 2-minute drill, I mean, what were the conversations like on the sideline going into that drive? How aggressive were you expecting the play calling to be at that point?
Yeah, I mean, obviously our game plan was to be slow and to huddle and slow the game down. And going into the 2-minute drill, we obviously sped things up. And by then, I think me and the offense and everyone, the O-line, just had a good amount of confidence. I mean, we were ready to call whatever it was and go out and execute.
How valuable was Travis there? Obviously, the touchdown gets taken away, but I mean, how much confidence does he give you just knowing he's out there for you?
An insane amount of confidence. I mean, he's the best player in college football right now. He's a safety net, but he's also a weapon at the same time. And so, for me, having a guy like him in my first start, it's huge. So he played great.
Ryan, with your connections, was that frustrating then that you see they got the ball, they run it out for 8 minutes, 9 minutes, to the second half, and you guys are able to counter, you didn't get a chance to get back?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously frustrating. And credit to them, they had a great game plan as well. So, I mean, we scored and left enough time, but they executed that last drive just really, really well. So, credit to them.
Shane, they had the ball for 2/3 of the game, but statistically you held them down. I know they're injury depleted as well, but defensively you get such really good stops, stolen the field goals. How good did that feel defensively when they only get 3 on those drives? That was like
I mean, it feels good. I think it's that bend don't break mentality. I think that you have to adapt to when you're in that situation in the red zone, low area, and I think it's just good calls from Coach Kelly and then us just playing hard. This last game, give it all you got, every single thing you got. So just playing hard and knowing that we have to stop them and give the ball back to the offense.
Shane, could you, I know it's been a really long season, could you contrast how you felt at the beginning of the season, how you feel now, emotionally, physically?
Definitely a little tired, a little beat up for sure. But I think, a lot of excitement obviously going into the season. I think, like I said earlier, what all this was, all the excitement, all the energy. I think, obviously season took a turn, but I think at the same time it was a lot of growing, a lot of adapting, a lot of understanding, a lot of just character building, not only for myself but the team as a whole. This is, like I said, the first of something that's going to be great. Like I know that for sure. So I think going through the season, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of hills and peaks. But I think at the end, we played hard. We had a lot of great stops, like we said earlier. And I think it's just something to understand. We can build off this. So we can really be something great.
Ryan, what were your conversations like with Coach Strimmer during the week, and how did he what was his message to you going into this one?
Yeah, obviously we've started to build a better connection throughout since he's gotten his promotion. And this week, I just think he did an amazing job just preparing the offense, and sort of changing our offensive style within a week to slow down and control the game a little more and make things a little bit easier for me with my first start. So yeah, it was great. We obviously built a connection, and he did an amazing job this week. So.
Shane, you came here to transfer to play for Coach Prime. Now that you played a season under him, what have you learned from him? What do you take away from him as a coach?
It's been interesting. I think definitely different from Dartmouth, but I think that's been the beauty of it. Just his energy, his passion that he's brought this season, and to the whole team, and just how much he puts in us and how much he wants us to be great, and building off of that. So I think being under him, I've learned a lot. Not only from him, but all the people he's brought in, from Warren Sapp to Michael Irving, and just being around those guys and being around him. And I think the best thing about Coach Prime is just how high his expectations are for us. They're higher than what we set for ourselves. So I think, just understanding how much better he understands that we can be, and how much better we know we need to be to reach those and exceed those expectations.
Okay, last one. Go ahead, Ryan.
Can both of you guys comment on this? You guys both got here in January. Where's this program right now compared to when you guys first got here?
Obviously, it's come a long way. The season, we started out hot, and it kind of didn't go the way we wanted. But I just think, like Shane said, there's been glimpses of hope throughout this whole entire season, and I think the foundation that Coach Prime's built here, it's on an upward trajectory. We're gonna be great. So, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I say building off with stops. I think coming January, especially during that time, spring ball, a lot of uncertainties, who was going to be here, who was not, and then after that, going to summer, bringing all the new guys. I think we forget sometimes just how different of a situation this has been in college football, and probably will never happen again. So I think just what we did in this season, the things we accomplished, and how we played, and how we've come together as a group in such a short time. It's really just been a summer, and then winter when we all came in. So I think it's just laying a great foundation and building off of that to make it something even better.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.